Okay, so US 6, 1 carrier, 1 artillery, 8 infantry. So yay, we made him buy another carrier with our pressures. So that's nice. Now he has 3 US carriers going here. 1 artillery, 8 infantry. He also moved his fleet over to Sea Zone 1. So this is big. Excuse me. And the reason this is big is because if they're not in 10, they're not pressuring Northwest Europe or France. So 1, it decreases the chance of a France stack, so I can push heavy units marching through Baltic to to Karelia. 2, it means I need less units to stack Northwest Europe and keep my air base going between Karelia and Northwest Europe and continue to keep a headache going for him in that regards. Um, and then the third part of that is I don't even actually need my fighters in Northwest Europe anymore. The reason I needed them initially was the dead zone Sea Zone 13, but now his transports are all the way up there, so the med shuck is out the window. He's not going to go med shucking with a single UK destroyer and transport. So now I can use these fighters to help clean up out here and still land up here to continue pressure on Sea Zone 3, 5, 6, and 8 with the fighters, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We'll continue to have full pressure with me keeping Northwest Europe stacked. And again, relatively cheaply, that in round 7 I'm going to have I'm going to put 11 infantry there because I am going to take a couple fighters away this turn. But normally to hold a stack here, you're like in the 20s or something like that. So it's nice to be able to have a relatively cheap stack here, not worry about the France stack hitting me too heavily, and pushing units up that direction. I am going to have this nice big swell come into Karelia, and because he's got a split um, nation attacking into my single, it means it's going to be a while until he gets me broken in Karelia, which is good because it's going to be a while until I break him in Kaza. So that's the other side of this coin is sitting over here too. That 25, 27 units. I've got 18, 21. All right, we got enough pumping in here, but we don't have much come up here. So just a quick look at this. I'm probably going to use 1 infantry here, 1 infantry with air here, 1, 2 infantry, and probably a tank here. I hadn't really thought about my air support there, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of ishy. 2. It's a 5, and the fighters would be a 3 to get there. We'll see. We'll decide what we do with that and when it comes that turn. We're not on that turn right now, so we aren't going to worry about that. But I do want to chew away these guys as much as I can, and so I'm not afraid to use a Japan tank to trade away these guys if I can. He did clean up down here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take out his transport, although I am happy again that his transport is, out of position here. Although I say that, if I don't get a fleet relatively in position, he can flip over here and be threatening DEI with a drop. So I do need to be mindful of the fact that he's going to clear this battleship, and I need to get defensive over here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I shouldn't have to protect Sea Zone 61 next time at all. So, but I don't really have fighters either. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. But we do need to be careful of him getting a cheap, easy money island by sacrificing his transport because it is in position for that now. and he's bringing these other guys over this way. So, all right, well, we'll worry about that on Japan's turn. Right now we're on Germany's turn still, so we're going to buy 12 infantry, 1 artillery. We're going to save 1. The reason being I'm hoping to take 10 IPC back. Currently I'm sitting at 28, so I'll have 38. So by saving 1, I'll be able to build 13 infantry next turn, and I want to keep that number up at 13 if at all possible. I'm building the 1 artillery just to put up here in Karelia, put a little bit more pressure on Finland, see how he responds to that. I think he'll continue to stack, but he may have to pull some fighters from either Kaza or from the fleet. One thing I didn't check, I just assumed with his carrier buy that he's good, but I want to check about my 1-2 shot on C-Zone 3 right now. Interesting enough, this 1-2 punch really is kind of close and kind of depends on, kind of the limitation of playing the asynchronous game, that the 50-50 result is that the 2 cruisers go and 1 carrier goes, which in this case, because US is the owner with more people, it would be the UK carrier goes, which means these fighters would have to land. And he'd only have 2 fighters, 2 carriers, a battleship, and then he can move this, this destroyer up, right? And then Japan hits, which is a favorable odd, but that'd have to get a 50% result and a 60% result, and although that's not horrible, it's not worth the risk, I think, at this point in this game. So, wait a second. Oh, I saw the red over here. I thought, wait, can I hit C-Zone 1? No, I cannot hit C-Zone 1, unfortunately. Not unless we have West Canada. I was like, whoa, we could hit. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Good. There we go. Man, he got another hit back, though. Unfortunate. But overall, successful on the trade, so West Russia was the most iffy, so pleased with that, of course. One thing I forgot to check is I need to see how many I need to keep in Berlin because he does have the 5 transports here. So we actually may need to pull some of these guys back now that I think about it. I'm going to pull the calculator. I didn't actually double check the calculator on this one. This is kind of an important one to double check the calculator. Okay, so yeah, he's going to have shot. And I still really want to keep pushing my guys through. So I really want to do this so we can bring these guys back. That's the beauty of the tanks being able to move fast. They come back. Next turn I can put 20 more units into Karelia. Even with, so I'm going to have 30, 43, 44, 45, 46 units up here. And, you know, he's got 35 plus his heirs, like 40 some split. He's got like a 0% shot on it. So he's got a long ways to go to make progress on that. So we should have 2 infantries, 3 fighters, and a bomber going back to there. Looks good. We got 2 infantry here for trading Ukraine. Again, we can still blitz the tanks this way as backup if he tries to overstack it. So I don't think he would try that. It would help break my airplane crushing of his sea zones if I had to bring my 5 fighters, bomber, 9 tanks, that's 15, 17 units into here. And so he could roll 2 tanks, 3, 4, 8, 10. I don't think he's going to do that. Well, I guess 11, 12, 13, also 14, 15. Could make it in there, but I don't think he's going to want to do that. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to worry about that. I think we're good here. So we got 10 units, 10 units. We'll have 20 units there. I think we're good there. 11 units there is good there. He's going to die, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that. So we are continuing a literally strong axis right on through here and forcing him into Finland and trading France right now. The artillery was kind of a wasted buy now since I had to pull the tanks out. You know what? Let's just keep the artillery back here for future. Nope, 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 nope. Changing my mind again. I have the right to. Eventually, this stack may need to attack and pressure Moscow. So we want to make sure that we got that. Next turn, you know what? Oh shoot, I already finished my non-combat. Next turn, we're going to see if we can't hold Karelia and stack West Russia with him doing this Kaza to break up this Kaza bit, because then he'll have to pull out to defend Moscow. I should have looked at that this turn. But we'll be pulling our tanks, and these guys will be bringing 20 guys back. So then we'll look at pushing guys over here. He's only going to be bringing in 6 and 6, bringing in 20, so we'll have plenty to move. And we can bring all our fighters up here and then just really stack the heck out of Karelia and West Russia. So I think that's our next move, to try to break this and give Japan some breathing room to work.